Yo, what's up guys? Yeah, pokeaim here with another Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee Wi-Fi battle. Today we are using a team with starter Pikachu. Now I have to use the Pikachu that's actually from my in-game playthrough. And I honestly think the best nature for starter Pikachu is probably Hasty if you're going to be using something like Calm Mind, Thunderbolt, Zippy Zap, and Splishy Splash. But I have Mild because I didn't soft reset for my starter in this game. Either way, I think it's still pretty good. Zippy Zap is really nice for checking Pokemon like Aerodactyl or Gyarados. Obviously, Thunderbolt does more, but it's good for Aerodactyl because Aerodactyl does outspeed you. It's also going to be good for me for Starmie because I'm mild, and if Starmie is timid, it does outspeed me. However, if Starmie is bold, I do outspeed that, so I can threaten it with Thunderbolt anyway. But we have a few Pokemon to help take advantage of it, and yeah. I'll just pause it, guys, until we find a battle. If you guys want to check out any of my previous battles, there's a playlist down below. I might have used one of your favorite Pokemon. As far as starter Eevee goes, I won't be able to use it for a little bit because I'm playing through that Let's Go Eevee with Marlene. But I already soft reset for a pretty good nature one for that one. So when the time comes, you guys will be able to see that. But yeah, you can check out the playlist down below. You can also check out the Pokepage to see my sets. And we'll be right back with the battle. Alright guys, so we have a game, and I'm going to be completely honest. I really wish I was Hasty Pikachu in this. Because basically, my Pikachu would be able to outspeed their Doug Trio. Or at least speed tie with it, rather. Not outspeed it, but speed tie with it. And threaten it with a Splishy Splash. Otherwise, for the most part, I'm threatened out. But when Slowbro and Zapdos come out, I can fire off some Thunderbolts, so that'll be pretty cool. As far as lead goes, absolutely love Aerodactyl, as it's something that can deal with Beedrill, Zapdos, Sandslash. Also stops their lead Doug Trio from putting in a little bit of work. I think that Venusaur having Earthquake in this game, I do have Earthquake on Venusaur. The main reason is because the team's really Gengar weak, so I put Earthquake on it because Earthquake can KO it after rocks. Or guarantee KO it with Mega Drain or Sludge Bomb damage. And I didn't want to have to put Alolan Muck on the squad myself. But yeah, that should be really nice. I gotta be really careful not to lose to Sandslash. Ideally, I'll be okay versus that, but should be a lot of fun. Let's see if we can get something happening with Pikachu, even if it's like a little late game cleanups. Leads off with Slowbro. Not too bad for me. I mean, smart on my opponent's part for sure, but not the worst for me. As I said, I only want Aerodactyl to get up rocks in this game, especially because Pikachu does have Zippy Zap for that Beedrill. I'm assuming it does close to 50%. So 2 turns of Stealth Rock should guarantee the KO I want. But yeah, Scald should be able to knock me out, assuming this is offensive Slowbro, or just in general. If not, it's going to leave me at like 7%. Nice. That's not bad. Now, I don't want to... I mean, I could save this for later, but I don't think it's actually necessary. I'm going to go for Earthquake here. I think that this is fine because this will allow me to get in my Pikachu and hopefully threaten this thing out and then go for a Splishy Splash on the expected Doug Trio switch. So I get some damage, which is non-recoverable. That'd be really nice for Venusaur. And I'm going to go Pikachu now because I feel like Pikachu can obviously threaten this thing with Thunderbolt. And we're going to go for a Splishy Splash, anticipating either Doug Trio to want to come out if my opponent wants to be a little bit more aggressive. This thing looks awesome. Or potentially paralyzing the... I want to say potentially paralyzing the Muck. So if I'm them, I switch out for sure. I obviously threaten you with Thunderbolt. I think Doug Trio is super aggressive. They opt to stay in though. Maybe they expect me to Splishy Splash here. Or they knew it could take the hit. They throw off a Toxic though. They stay in to throw off a Toxic. I feel like that's such a poor play. Because if I Thunderbolt you, you got nothing out of that turn. Huh. Not sure how I feel about that. Well, now I regret not Thunderbolting. I'm a Thunderbolt now. I don't want to Splishy Splash again because I don't want them going... I don't want them to stay in and Scald me. I'm pretty positive Pikachu should be able to knock out Slowbro at that percentage. Stab Thunderbolt. Alright, gives it to me. That's fine. You don't need a Metal switching anyway. So they give me Slowbro. Nice. Pikachu does his thing. I think my opponent would have gotten a lot more out of this turn had they gone for the Scald over the Splishy Splash. But at least Pikachu got rid of Slowbro. Really nice for me. I'm assuming they're going to go Doug Trio now. Again, I really wish that my Pikachu was a plus speed nature, because at worst it would be a speed tie versus Doug Trio. And I'd be able to deal with it and potentially outspeeding it and knocking it out. Or at least winning the speed tie and knocking it out. But that's fine. Pikachu already did what I wanted to do. Zapdos comes out. Completely fair. Zapdos beats me 1v1 with the fact that I am poisoned. My best switching is Alolan Dugtrio. I think that my Venusaur is going to be fantastic in this game, by the way. Especially if Zapdos opts to switch out at a point, but after. Yeah, it just goes for U-turn here. That's fine. Get some nice 2 turns of Stealth Rock on Zapdos. Basically the one coming in and the one coming out. So I'm alright with that. Also, Starmie should easily be able to... Not easily, but Starmie should be able to take a hit from Dugtrio if need be. Regular Dugtrio. This is smart because this does allow them to get up their rocks or go for Earthquake. Starmie is not 2-hit KO'd by Dugtrio. And we want to keep my Dugtrio alive because it's really good versus Zapdos. It's good versus Muck. It basically gets a free Earthquake at a point. So we're for sure going to go Starmie here, as it could take every hit. And just throw off a Scald at that point because my opponent does not switch into Scald. I wouldn't mind them giving me Dugtrio either. Yeah, Starmie's for sure my play. They go for Earthquake. Again, this should not 2-hit KO me. It should not 2-hit KO me. It does a lot, but it shouldn't 2-hit KO me. And Scald is just no drawback here. While if they do opt to hit me with another Earthquake, that means that Sand Slash can be more of a problem. They go for Sucker Punch. Sucker Punch is weaker than Earthquake, because Sucker Punch is base 70 times 2, Earthquake is 150. I don't mind though because Dugtrio is gone. So I'm assuming the reason they made this play was because they wanted to get in Beedrill to go for U-turn and whatnot. But either way, I'm completely fine with this because a Giant Threat is gone. The next time I click Thunderbolt, it just... He can't stop me, right? Next time I click Thunderbolt, it's free. Unfortunately, I am in KO range of Sand Slash. I have to be super careful about this thing. I am in KO range of Sand Slash. I'll Scald here, just for damage for my Dugtrio. Just so I can guarantee knock it out. Also helping out, obviously, my Pikachu, too. And I'm assuming Pikachu's going to be able to deal with the... the Beedrill. So we're going to get out Dugtrio now. Get out Dugtrio now. I click Earthquake here. If they go Zapdos, that's fine. I click Toxic on that. But yeah, I click Earthquake and I basically pick up a KO. If they stay in with Muck, Muck is gone. If they go Sand Slash is 2-hit KO'd. Beedrill goes down. And if they go Zapdos, I get a Toxic off on Zapdos, which would help Pikachu out a little bit in the long run. Again, I don't think Pikachu's really much of a sweeper if you're not running a Hasty Nature, because mine obviously have to fear speed and whatnot. But I do think it does have the ability to just pick off weakened opponents. And like I said, that's why I was super surprised that they risked their Slowbro so early, and they gave me Slowbro so early, because this Pokemon is such a problem for them to switch into. It really is. It's such a big problem for them to switch into. I have to be super careful though about that. Yeah, he can't even switch. That's what I figured. I have to be super careful about that Sand Slash and not giving it an opportunity to basically crit me. Not crit me, but sweep me rather. I'm assuming +2 Ice Shard will knock out this Pokemon always. Ice Shard doesn't even knock it out, +2. Not bad. So Beedrill should come out. There you go. Okay, so let's think about this. Now, Beedrill should not go down to Zippy Zap, right? Zippy Zap is 80. Huh, maybe it will. Pikachu, gotta figure this out. Because right here, I'm expecting them to drill run, right? So I'm debating if I go hard into... Because I think I have to keep my Melmetal alive so I don't lose to Sand Slash. Physical. I'm just trying to think how much this does to Beedrill. Not this, but my Zippy Zap. Because if my Zippy Zap KOs it after rocks, then Pikachu is going to make my play after. But I doubt it does. I'm assuming it KOs it with a second turn of rocks, right? Yeah, so it should do around 50%. Okay, so it won't KO with the first one. They're definitely going to drill run here. We're going to go Muck. I mean Venusaur, excuse me, sorry. Different poison type. We're going to go Venusaur here. Because basically Dugtrio always beats Zapdos. It's worth keeping around. And I believe that my Venusaur does take a drill run into a poison jab, I want to say. I could be wrong, but I want to say it does. Unless the drill ring crits me, of course. Yeah, I'm pretty positive I take the next hit. So, I can Mega Evolve here and just click Earthquake. If they U-turn out into Sand Slash, anticipating me to go for, I don't know. What would you even anticipate? Because I'd Leech Seed, right, if anything. Either way, Earthquake is my play. Alright, they U-turn. Maybe they'll go Sand Slash. If they go Sand Slash, I get some lovely damage. Again, I just needed Beedrill to get on out of there and take another turn of Stealth Rock, right? That is all I needed. They might go Sand Slash here, anticipating, I don't know, a Sludge Bomb or Mega Drain. I mean, Sand Slash resists every attack, so it makes sense if Sand Slash wants to come out. I have to be super, super careful. We'll put you to sleep real quick. Only Drill Peck will knock me out. And it's okay if this goes down because it allows me to get in Dugtrio. Or even Pikachu. I doubt Pikachu does 50% though. Yeah, Dugtrio is definitely the better play. Dugtrio is for sure the better play. We can Rock Slide first. Rock Slide doesn't knock him out, but it has a chance to flinch my opponent. And at the same time, they don't really switch into this anyway. Like, if they switch out, then Pikachu comes through. If I flinch them, then it's better for me. And if they U-turn, that's better too. Like I said, it wouldn't knock it out. It'd be really close. I do end up flinching them, which is pretty important. I'm going to go for top... no, Rock Slide has a higher chance of... of connecting than Toxic. What am I thinking? I was like, basically, if Rock Slide misses, I'd much rather click Toxic there. Because if they get a Roost and I land it, at least they'd be under 50%. But I'm able to deal with Zapdos there. Even if they Roosted, didn't really matter. If they U-turn, didn't really matter. I do have Sucker Punch for Beedrill. But I think that... Sucker Punch should be my play, right? Yeah, because Melmetal plus Pikachu should be able to deal with Sand Slash. Okay. So I go for Sucker Punch here. If it doesn't manage to knock out Beedrill, it doesn't matter because Pikachu comes out and goes for Zippy Zap. And then I go for Thunderbolt on Sand Slash. So Beedrill cannot switch out due to rocks. Pikachu's going to be able to come in and Zippy Zap. And it's going to be able to Thunderbolt that Sand Slash. And +2 Sand Slash cannot knock out Melmetal with Earthquake ever. And after Thunderbolt, I guarantee knock it out with Earthquake of my own. So I just go for Zippy Zap here. Nice. Nice priority. Nice always critting. Bro, this attack looks awesome. Go ahead and give me that. Nice. Nice Zippy Zap. That always crits too, so that's amazing. That's a stab attack that always crits. Beautiful, beautiful. And Sand Slash can come through now. We'll just Thunderbolt that. We should be able to take one Ice Shard. He has to go for SD. SD is his best play. Because +2 Ice Shard does knock out Pikachu. And he has to hope to just KO Melmetal. But again, I've made sure to keep my Melmetal as healthy as possible this entire game. And this is going to do a lot too, yep. And I get the Para as well. Oh, man. I wasn't going for that. But because he ended up going for Earthquake over Swords Dance, it doesn't matter. Pikachu did its job. It got the damage I needed on Sand Slash. I go right out into Melmetal, and I click Earthquake of my own, and I pick up that KO. And that should be game. So Pikachu did what it had to do. Not bad. I'm happy about that. I'm very happy that Pikachu did what it had to do. So, yeah, that should be a pretty, pretty straightforward game. Obviously, the flinch on Dugtrio was a little bad for my opponent, but what they should have done instead of Sucker Punch was Earthquake me. Again, Earthquake is 150 base power with Stab, and Sucker Punch only 140 with Super Effectiveness. And they get a high roll Sucker Punch too. But the chance of Earthquake 2 KOing Starmie is 12%, right? But it still was higher odds than going for Sucker Punch. Now, if Sucker Punch was still as strong as it used to be, then Sucker Punch would have been the better play. But because it was weakened to base 70, that was the play. But yeah, I think we're having just a quick one today, just because I gave you guys a long 40-minute one yesterday. I do hope you guys all enjoyed. Again, here are my final thoughts on Pikachu. I just want to put them down. I think that Calm Mind Pikachu is okay, right? It has pretty poor defenses. Base 50 defense, base 60 special defense, and base 45 HP. So it's not really meant to take hits. However, when you have a speed boosted one, you are faster than really common Pokemon such as Starmie, and you do threaten them with Thunderbolt. Zippy Zap actually gives it a way of checking Aerodactyl and checking Pokemon like Gengar, which are faster, checking Pokemon like Alakazam. So if Alakazam is at about half, you can knock it out. If Aerodactyl is about half, you can knock it out. Obviously, I was able to show you that you can also deal with Beedrill, Mega Beedrill, when it's at about half. It has Splishy Splash, which is a guaranteed KO on both Golem and Rhydon. So, and again, Calm Mind for potentially sweeping. It also has Floaty Fall, which is pretty cool for Venusaur. But I think that a special variant is a little bit better. But if you want to use something mixed and maybe not Calm Mind, that could work. Potentially on a dual screen set. I think that Calm Mind can excel a little bit more under screens, as you obviously have more opportunities to set up. But do I have anything else to say about Pikachu? I think that's about it, honestly. What I tried to do in this game was have a bunch of Pokemon that Rhydon and Golem don't want to switch into anyway, right? I had Starmie, I had Venusaur, I had Melmetal. So I figured no matter what I used, I'd always be able to either get a KO with one of them, preventing rocks, or get a KO with Pikachu with the Splishy Splash. But yeah, that'll be the game today. Thank you everybody for watching. Hope you guys all enjoyed. Going to be working on that guide to team building. Best case scenario, it is out tomorrow, which will be Sunday. Worst case scenario, it is out Monday or Tuesday. But yeah, stay tuned. Feel free to subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Sorry to talk so much. I just wanted to give my overall thoughts on that Pokemon. I'll be doing the same thing when it comes down to Eevee. Goodbye, my friends.